What's up, y'all? My name is Dylan J. McLean, and I'm creating with Creative Masterminds.
How you doing today, better?
I'm good, bro. How you doing? Should I look in the camera? Okay. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm blessed.
Better.
Yeah, nah.
All right, brother. So it's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to get you here for a little minute now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught you.
Yeah, man. Good time, man. Good schedule. It all worked out. We're gonna get to it.
Sir,
You know?
alignment is everything.
Yeah. I always say that's funny. Um, I'll say my mother, man. I ain't gonna lie. My mother, like, left like Georgia. When I was like a kid, when I was like 8, I had to learn how to like, not have that motherly love there. You feel me? Had to learn how to like, kind of be on your own. You as a boy or a young boy, you kind of like you look at your mother as like, your first like, woman in your life that's there for you and stuff. So when she moved, I kind of learned like, hey, all right, it get real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You a man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have that motherly love like that. So I would say that was probably like first time I kind of was like, we caught a little kid shit, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, got to, sadly. But I would say it's probably more like beneficial. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it kind of allows me to like um not cling on to them that much, And that's just the truth.
So would you say you are a vulnerable man?
No. Nah. Yeah.
Even in your creations as a writer or director?
That's why you got art.
Okay.
To be vulnerable in that form of medium, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where I write characters that express those emotions that I kind of like suppress, you know what I'm saying? How he did, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember telling you that.
I was listening. I was
No cap. That
listening.
is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, nah, he did. He actually did. Yeah, he before he died, he was writing a project, about, his wife, who's my stepmom. Yeah, so yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Damn, I told you a lot.
Yeah, you told me a lot, but
Yeah, man.
are you gonna finish that project for your father? Hold on, let me rephrase that for the question. Are you gonna finish the project your father started?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah. So
And how does that look right now? Is it you think that's gonna be healing or very traumatizing?
hold on. I got something in my I ain't crying. I got my eyes watered.
Yeah, that thing.
No, I'm good. I ain't even crying. My eyes is watery. All right. Ain't something in the air. My eyes watery.
No, that's real though. Little dusty
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, some dust in here, man.
Somebody.
Hey, you couldn't name nah, but nah, it's like yeah. But yeah. But I understand how life works and you know, he did his job. I got everything I was supposed to get from him. But you do feel like, damn, like, I got a daughter now. I'm starting on my father. I don't have him to like reflect on that or like have a conversation about like how to move out certain things. So, but like deep down, anytime I have that thought, I just tell myself like I got everything I needed from him. That was what was supposed to happen. So I should have everything that I needed. Yeah. No.
Real.
Yeah. 100%.
100%. Like no question, you wouldn't be right at all.
Nah.
Hmm. So I believe everything. It's like the worst thing to hear when your parents or anybody dies. That everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So this happened for a reason though. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't be on this path without them.
Nah. I mean, I'll be an actor,
Okay.
but I wouldn't be a writer. Like I kind of like I said, like I just dove into that just to like create a new world that was separate from what I was going. I just dove into that to create a new world that was separate from what I was going into. Uh, I mean, I'm an actor. So that was my passion. Besides that, it was just, you know, like sports. I played basketball. I could like draw, paint. I could sculpt things. So like I was always into art. Um, it wasn't until later on where I realized like, okay, I'm an actor, and then I took a step away from that and decided to just dive into writing to just like, you know, relieve a lot of stress. Like, I had a homie that died before that. He got murdered. And then when she got murdered, I wrote my first project like about that. And then everything else kind of like spiraled me into like just deep diving. I realized like, okay, I can use this as a cope mechanism. And then so once my parents passed too, around like the same time, it was like I just dove into writing. And that was it. I did that for like, I'm still doing it now. Sure, I haven't acted since. Keep
But you're gonna be acting
Yeah.
in a short film that you're creating.
Yeah, all the projects that I've written or I'm writing, it's I got major roles in there, so it's gonna be helping me with my coming backstage or it's not a debut, but when I pop back out, I gotta yeah everything has me in it for sure. You gotta be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? You gotta decide what pieces you want to give. And my life is crazy, so it's like I don't even know. Like, if I put on my life in my one character, it would be too much. Like, niggas would be like, that shit not real. But nah, it is real. Like, it actually happened. So I just take little pieces of what I have going on, So some stuff about me being a father, some stuff about me pursuing this career that I'm talking to you guys about, and then me and Huey and everybody else is in it. Like it's real life. I meet these people in real life. We creating. Some of it is dramatic, and stretched out to of course entertainment. But a lot of it is real life, and some stuff we wrote and then it actually happened. So it's crazy. But that's the art of that's the beauty in the art that we doing, and that's the art in writing a film.
Sir.
Oh man, it's so many damn stages, bro. Like you go from brainstorming, bro. I brainstorm for years. So I might have a project that I've brainstormed for like 2 years, and then I finally fulfill it, or I pull a piece of from that brainstorm into another project. So it's the brainstorming is the most important part. But then also you come up with a diagram, you map it out, character development, storyline development, and then I like can't give all my eggs out, but after that I kind of like look at how to write it backwards, how to write it forward, which way do I want to go about it, which part of the stories do I want to drop with like a little bit ahead of time, and just developing the story entirely, and then put it on paper. After that, edits. Edits might be you might have I probably edit projects like 20 times, and then you send it to an editor, and then they edit it and they tell you, or then you present it to your collaborators, and then they tell you I don't like this, so then you got to scratch that, or they tell you I think you should do this, so then you got to add that, or you got to see how does it fit inside of this world that you just created, and then it makes the audience understand storyline. So it's really really intense, man. I mean, the project that we're talking about right now, we've been working on it for 2 years now, so it's been a minute. And I'm talking about writing. So yeah, I'm talking about writing. So it's like it's been a minute, but we're gonna get to it though. No, I don't get it confused, but I would say I step out of reality. And that's a problem, you know what I'm saying? Because people look at me and they're like, yo, is he all right? Yeah, like is he here? But I'm actually not. I'm in a whole nother world that I created. And I'm writing that shit, and or like I'll have a moment and I'm in the moment, and then I start writing right then because I'm like, oh, this shit fire. Like I need to go ahead and put this on paper. I need to go ahead and create this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's usually how it goes. Like yeah. And people might call it ADHD or whatever, bro. But shit, that shit gonna make me money. Yeah, I'm creating, bro. Like I'm writing, I'm using real life shit, but I'm also using my imagination to just expand on that or, pull from.
Would you write for free?
I mean, yeah, I write for free now.
Okay.
For myself, sometimes I just write just to get this out my head.
Yeah.
Cause I might have an idea that I've been like I said, thinking about for 2 years. And if I don't write it, it's gonna stay in my brain. So I gotta go ahead and put it on paper. None of them, man. I ain't never made like I usually like create characters off of other like personas I have, other viewpoints on myself, or like a combination of other individuals too. You know what I'm saying? So it's never really me. It's like 20 people in that one character. You know what I'm saying? Even if I might have seen someone on TV and I liked how they carried themselves or their persona that they created, then I'll recreate that with a new character. You know.
And who or what is your biggest inspiration as a writer?
Hmm. I mean, I don't really have a person. I would say life. Like, I started writing off of like as a coping mechanism. So based off of like life scenarios, that's kind of like my motivation. And then now it's kind of like, oh, okay, got money involved. So dreams and hopes, I got my family, I got my daughter I gotta take care of and stuff like that. So all that combines into one, makes me want to keep going and keep writing like as many projects as possible. Yeah, you do, but I learned with my first project not to, because as a writer, once you write it, your job is to then pass it on to the next creator. Unless you're gonna direct it, then boom, you got ample amount of control. But then you could have a EP or executive producer that's like, nah, for us to fund this, we got to put this person in there. So now everything you just written is altered because you have a whole different character development or character persona that you wasn't even thinking about that you might have to include in there. So yeah, I learned that once you write it, that's the fun part, just getting it out your head. You know what I'm saying? Putting it on paper. And then you gotta be willing to go ahead and pass that on to the next creator and understand that, you're giving them your baby, you trusting them with it, and they're gonna go ahead and make that baby into an adult or a whole rounded project, a whole rounded form of collaboration. So you gotta let it go. I mean, yeah, they always go nuts. Bro, yeah, you would have to be like Ryan Coogler and Michael B. And then Michael B shot Creed. I mean, he directed Creed, but Ryan Coogler wrote it. Like that's the only way that will possibly happen. But I'm pretty sure they had like different viewpoints on what they wanted to do. But they were like, shit, this is a collaboration. So I want to use your creativity to go ahead and make this. So they had to just be willing to work on it together. But that's better, bro. Like two minds are better than one. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that them working on that together allowed them to probably reach way more of an audience than, just who Ryan Coogler would have been able to reach or just who Michael B. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just what come with it. Uh shoot. I would probably say I miss him. I'm working hard. I'm still out here doing my thing. Um, shoot. And I feel them when I do. I wish they would, rubbing nigga back more. You know what I'm saying? For real, rub my back more. Let me know that they here. But yeah. That's probably it. I don't know. It would be probably a lot more. I probably wouldn't say nothing, man. I probably just give him a hug. You know what I'm saying?
Straight content.
Yeah. Straight hug, man. Straight love.
That's love.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you learn more about yourself than you ever thought. You learn you see all the bitch in you because you gonna become a man when you have a baby. So you see like the fear that you thought you was gonna overcome. You overcome that, so you learn about that, and then you learn that it takes patience. You know what I'm saying? It's a day-to-day practice. Every day you're getting better and better at it. You know, every day you're learning how to be a father. So yeah, it definitely it changes you. I felt like it changed me instantly. You know, but you know, it's different with everybody, but that's how I can speak on it for me. You know,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
All right, brother. Thank you for all your
Yes,
answers. So
sir.
now I just like you to let them know your name one more time and Instagram where they can find the next project.
Yeah, so my name is Dylan J. McLean. My Instagram is Dylan J. McLean on YouTube too. You can follow me or subscribe to me. The next project, like I said, is back to Atlanta. And I got some other projects that I got some thrillers and a couple other short films. So I should be rolling out real soon. So y'all make sure y'all tap in and be ready, man. Cause when we pop out, hey, I ain't nothing else to say, man. Get to it.